Who isn't fascinated by mechanical clocks? I kind of grew up with grandfather clocks and cleaning clocks, and my fascination has been with the mechanisms. We've got potential energy, which we're very slowly turning into kinetic energy. The first home for mechanical engineering was Heavilon Hall, and that was also the building they built, and it immediately burnt down. And then they spent about 3 years or so gathering the money with the slogan, "One brick higher," that they were going to build it bigger and better than the previous hall. The second building did have a clock tower associated with it, and it stayed there until 1956, I believe it is, and that's when they tore down the hall. And then the clock went into storage, and somehow storage migrated into salvage. Jack Fessler, professor of veterinary medicine, is a true clock collector. He noticed these crates of gears and knew immediately what it was. Much to the chagrin of his wife, it ended up in their basement for a while where he was cleaning it up. At the time, we were doing discussions and design work for this new portion of the building. We wanted to have displays of mechanisms. The perfect mechanism that we should have, because of the history, should be our clock. Very apprehensive because it hadn't run since '56. The pendulum rod itself had a big bend in it. We hung that from the rafters and let it slowly pull itself back into the right shape. And so we went through and reassembled everything, started experimenting with different weights. You want it to run with the least amount of load on it. It was kind of a guess, kind of an experiment, but what we've got right now is that this is 200 pounds of lead bricks. They're painted gold, but that's to be consistent with our school colors. So we're gold bricking, you know. This weight drops about 1/2 inch an hour. You got a clock key, you know, just like, you know, your little keys that you have on most of your clocks. And basically you put it into the gear and then you wind it. And the weight's going to go up. It's not very hard to wind because there's so much mechanical advantage. As it stands right now, we can get about 4.5 days with the travel that we've got there. It's a mechanism, and it's going to breathe. And so it speeds up and slows down, you know, over the course of the year, depending on what the relative humidity is and what the temperature is and how much sunlight we have coming in and warming the parts. It's open in front of God and country, and so you can absolutely see everything there. Mechanisms are very, very important, and so we should be proud of them, and the students should see them, and they shouldn't be just pictures inside textbooks. So there's so many people that this has touched that's important. It's our clock. We should feel good about that.